The Skool platform changed my life. As a jazz musician, it's allowed me to break out of the grind of trading my time for money and build something that will actually scale over time. In this video, I'm going to do two things. The first is give you an overview of the Skool platform and show you why you should use it. And the second is showing you how this enables a whole new style of teaching that will give you control of your income and life. So what is Skool? It's a community-first platform created by Sam Ovens. You may know him as the founder of consulting.com or for his hugely popular and influential YouTube videos on business, entrepreneurship, and life. And it's a place for you to gather your group of people, your audience, your community online, share ideas, sell courses, host live events, and so much more. The main thing that distinguishes Skool from other platforms is that the community element is really integrated and the focus of the whole platform. So this isn't a place to sell your course without a community element. And later I'll explain why you shouldn't want this anyways. It's also not a paid Facebook group as you might assume. Because there's a direct connection between the community, classroom, and events portions of the Skool platform, the engagement is incredibly high, as well as the quality of the posts and replies from other members. For example, my own guitar community, Chase's Guitar Academy, is 98% engaged with our members. When my brother and I first started creating online courses with jazz memes, we used a platform called Kajabi. Now that's okay for starting off if you're selling courses, but as an upfront cost, it was very expensive. And we found that that whole style of selling anyways, selling these individual courses, doesn't work long term. The fall off between the courses and your sales over time quickly makes that not the best way to go about it. Since then, Kajabi has scrambled to come up with their own community aspect to the platform, but it's not even worth comparing to Skool because it's so far below what Skool offers in the simplicity and just the execution of the actual community element. So let's talk about why I use Skool and why you should as well. I started using Skool about 10 months ago and created Chase's Guitar Academy. And since then, I've grown it from 0 members to around 85 members at the time of this recording. That has been 100% organic. And I'll go into all the methods of how I did that. And it gets a little bit beyond the scope of this video, but if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Each of those members pays an average of $50 a month. And my goal for the year is just to get to 100 members. And it's looking like I'll get there much sooner than the end of the year. Let's take a minute to just understand the math of all of this and see how that works for Skool. Skool is currently $99 a month. This means that with my membership of $50 a month, I just need 2 members to break even. Everything after that is profit. Again, compare that to the cost of Kajabi, which might be around $2,000 to get the best deal. And you can quickly see how much of a no-brainer it is to use Skool. So what's the upside of using Skool, and what do I mean when I say that this scales? Well, if I have 0 members, then I'm paying $99 a month for Skool. If I have about 2 members at the $50 a month, then I break even. 22 members, and that's an extra $1,000 a month. Now, it's not that difficult to get 22 members into your Skool community. With 50 members, we're talking about maybe an extra $30,000 a year, and you can just scale up from there. So I want you to imagine this scenario, and for some of you, this isn't an imaginary scenario, this is the scenario you're actually living. You're driving to your students, maybe they come to you, or even teaching some of them online. It's exhausting. You have to do one-on-one lessons, and sometimes you're even teaching the same thing over and over again. Now, instead of doing all of that, driving to students, teaching at a music school, any of that, what you should do is create your community on Skool and teach your students that way. This topic could be its own video, but here are some reasons why it's easily 10 times better. You can schedule group lessons so you can make more money per hour. You can expand your teaching studio beyond just your local area. For example, some of the members in my community are from New Zealand, from South Korea, France, Mexico. The whole world becomes your potential market. 3, your students actually get to know each other and provide support and feedback to each other in a way that's not possible doing one-on-one private lessons. This is a huge benefit for retaining students and also just for their own motivation. And the last one I'll mention off the top of my head is that your students learn so much faster in this way by being able to access your content and feedback faster than normal private lesson frequency. Okay, so if you're sticking around at this point and you're interested in this idea, let me show you now how it works within my own Skool community, Chase's Guitar Academy, and break it all down for you. So let's dive in and check out my actual community. And I want to look at a few of the tabs here, a few things that I think will really show you how cool this Skool platform is. Okay, so this is the homepage of my Skool community, Chase's Guitar Academy. There's a lot going on here. Again, I'm just going to focus on a few things. Bring your attention to the top here with these tabs. Now, this is the community tab, and here's where all the posts occur from members and from myself. I have some posts pinned. The first thing that I want to show you here that's really special about Skool, especially as a music teacher, is these action posts. So let's check out this one right here. This is from my Master Standards Blueprint. We're working on In Walk Bud, week 3, guide tone pass. There's an action item here. So this shows up for people as something they need to complete. And what's great about this is the way I've designed my whole community and curriculum, everyone knows the next action that they have to take, and then it's very obvious how they complete it. So they go in here, and once they've posted their video demonstrating this, and you can see all these members that are actually doing the work here and improving themselves, they post their video, and that then shows up as a completed action for them. Super cool. It also links to the classroom. If I go to my Master Standards Blueprint for that, let's look at that same one, In Walk Bud, week 3. You'll see that post here. So after someone's done watching this in the classroom, they have the PDF there to see whatever the assignment is, and then they can immediately click here. That's very clear where they need to post it. So I'm super glad Skool has added that in. Let's go back to the community tab. Okay. What I was talking about as far as other members supporting and giving each other feedback. So we have Phil here. He's asking about fingerboard radius. We've got 11 comments, people talking about their description on that. I don't really know much about fingerboard radius. I'm also learning about this from what Phil's posting. So it really becomes a community element that is missing without this. It's not just a course that I post and then people just consume and then leave. It's a totally different experience for me as a creator, but also for the members. We have a post here from David, loving the excitement of one of our other members, Max. And so you can see there's a mix here of the assignment posts and people just posting different things. The way I've set it up as well, in something I would recommend to other music teachers, is having categories for your programs, but also a couple for music inspiration where people can post videos of things that they're inspired by, and then music insights, which is for educational type of videos. So everyone can click those and, I just want to get some inspiration. I click that, and now I can see all of these different posts and get some musical inspiration. If I hit musical insights, I'm getting a bunch of lessons, a bunch of educational type of topics. So it's a really cool way. In addition to using the search bar, you can search for things. Like if I search West Montgomery, then we have all of the West Montgomery stuff that have been brought up within this community. So over time, it just gets more and more valuable. Okay. Let's move on to the classroom section. Now, here's where I have all of my courses. And there's a bunch of different courses, a bunch of things you can do. I've designed this again so that it's curriculum based and these flow from beginner level to advanced. And within here, you can have a bunch of things. So I have, let's talk about this 31 essential jazz patterns, which is going on right now. I can break down my lessons into certain topics, certain ideas, and then we record this on Zoom, actually, just the same way I'm recording this right now. And all of the members can participate live via a Zoom link in the events tab and access these PDFs and then do the work themselves afterward. So what this means as far as my workflow as a music teacher is I'm not teaching 83 members individually, although for some of them I do offer some private lessons at a much higher rate. But what I can do is just have a single group session and then have a topic that gets recorded and have that available for everyone afterward. So it really, really cuts down on the time that you're spending. And that's what I mean with the scaling and breaking away from trading your time for money, because now I just have to spend some time making these PDFs. I can make much higher quality lessons and then teaching that to everyone at the same time. It's recorded so people in different time zones can access. And so that's this course that we're going through this month, all of these different patterns, this program that I've developed for essential jazz patterns. Next month, we're going to do a different one. And it just kind of works like that. And all of these are courses I've created since October doing it this way. So as a musician, I would always end up teaching like the first string notes on guitar over and over and over again. And it's mind numbing. But in this way, I can teach those beginner stuff at a very high level and then move on from that to really develop a system. And it's really been a game changer for myself and for the students. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of courses here, a ton planned for the future. In the events tab, this is where everyone can see the upcoming classes. They just click that, boom, there's a Zoom link, as well as seeing any of the past events, right? You can put little photos so they can see, oh, this is an office hour, or this is a different type of course. All right, and then we have the members where you can see what members are in there and talk to them. There's a chat feature, a bunch of other features. The last one I'll talk about is this leaderboard feature where people get points for basically contributing to the community. You get points for the likes that you receive on posts, and people level up by doing that. So I've arranged my levels by basically like jujitsu belt levels since I practice jujitsu, and people can see themselves leveling up in that way. And then another cool thing that a lot of communities do that I've also done is giving awards for those top people in the community. So the top 3 people in this leaderboard get a free private lesson from me for that month. So it encourages people to contribute to the community and do the assignments, because when they do the assignments, they get a lot of likes and encouragement and feedback from me and the other members. So it's a rewarding cycle. It's a positive feedback loop for people to do the assignments, get better, feel encouraged and motivated, level up, and then it just keeps working in that way. All right. Lastly, you have this about section, and here's where I've posted some different testimonials and some previews of the course, right? And that's it. If you guys want to see more of the detail within Chase's Guitar Academy, how I set it up, all of that, again, let me know in the comments what you're curious about, and I can really help you design this kind of thing for yourself, for your own instrument. If this doesn't really convince you that this is the best new way to be teaching music online, honestly, I don't know what will. I just know that I'm not going back to any of the previous ways, and I'm staying here with Skool and building my community and my members through that platform. I really want to see other musicians with other instruments create their own music studio and community on Skool and transform your life like it has for myself. If you want to learn more and try this out for yourself, click the link in the description and create your community. If you join using that link, it does support the work I do here on this channel at no extra cost to you. And I appreciate those of you that decide to join using that link. So go see for yourself, click the link in the description. I will see you on Skool. Thanks, guys.